Welcome to Samu't Sari Conversations with Mimi, a weekly podcast by Dinah Social, also a member of the Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate. Samu't Sari is where we can show that ordinary people do extraordinary things. Tune in to be entertained and to learn something new with your host, Mimi Lorilla.
Hello and welcome to Samu't Sari Conversations with Mimi, a podcast and a video show featuring hot topics and other topics of interest for men and women alike. We feature guests who share their passion and commitment to their profession or talents. And here at Samu't Sari, we share stories to inspire you, stories from ordinary people who make extraordinary things. And for this season 2, because this year we are on season 2, we are featuring freelancers, virtual assistants, and work from home professionals, and especially those professionals from the Philippines, because we know for a fact that there are a lot of virtual assistants and work from home and freelancers in the country. And the reason why we are featuring them on the show is because we want to demonstrate to other people that you too can find potential work opportunities while working from home or working as a freelancer. And we know that since the pandemic is probably here to stay for quite a while, you need to think of other ways to supplement your income if you want to do this as a sideline, or if you want to change jobs completely, you can also think about working as a freelancer. And for this episode, we have another freelancer, a very beautiful lady from Manila. Chess, are you from Manila ba? Are you from Quezon City? Which part of the Philippines are you from?
Originally po from Manila. Then right now po I'm from Cavite.
Oh,
Dito po
you
ako
are in
nakabase.
Cavite, which like a kapitbahay lang na Manila yan. So it's like a fringe. Cavite is like a city na rin
Yes,
naman.
opo.
Okay, so guys, let's welcome Chess Sanchez
Yes,
to the
opo.
show. Chess, welcome to Samu't Sari. Say hi to our viewers and listeners.
Hello po. Hi everyone. Thank you po. Thank you po, Miss Mimi, for having sharing po yung mga journey to the people who would like to start their career, working from home during this pandemic, especially that many businesses has been affected. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a good conversation with you.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's why it's called Samu't Sari Conversations. So, Chess, is that a nickname for Cheska, or is that a nickname for a longer name? Because Chess is like a male's name for me. So I just wanted to know where the name Chess originated from.
Yeah, Chess po is my nickname. Well, I'm an only daughter po kasi. So, my mom would like to name me Princess po, Princess. But kasi very common na po siya eh, right? It's like everyone has named Princess. So, nag-come up po siya ng mas unique na name, which is Duchess. Duchess po talaga siya, which is yung wife ng Duke. But shinorten ko po siya along time nung medyo teenager na ako kasi some of the people are not really aware on how to pronounce it. So, yun po. So, it's a shorter term.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
Yes,
So,
I know, opo.
I can see that you are a very young person. So this is already an interesting aspect of our conversation. Pwede ba kaming bigyan mo ng idea if you started your work in a corporate job, like a typical fresh graduate? Did you work in an office? Did you work for a company? Or did you start off doing freelancing? So bigyan mo muna kami ng history ng work mo. And then later on, we'll talk about where you are now. Because I wanted to highlight some of the journey that we said a while ago. papaano ba nagsisimula ang isang katulad mo sa bago mong job. But first, we have to know or establish what were you doing before you became a freelancer.
Yes po. I'm not a graduate. I'm not a 4-year course graduate. Pero I took a college po. I finished like 2 years. Then due to financial reasons po, I stopped. And I took up Bachelor of Science in Information Technology sa AMA Makati. So actually the first job po na meron ako is cashier po sa Tom's World. It's an amusement park here sa Philippines. If nakauwi na po kayo recently or ano, so probably aware na po kayo doon. So for our viewers, probably alam na nila yon. So nag-cashier po ako doon for about, I think, 3 months lang kasi kinailangan ko pong mag-undergo ng medical operation. So nag-stop po ako mag-work. Then after that, nag-sales lady din po ako ng Timex, brand ng watch. Then nagtagal din po ako around 6 months, I think. Then matagal din po ako basically nag-sales lady or dicer, previously earning minimum wage sa mga iba't ibang brands, iba't ibang company. Then I started sa BPO po. Firstly sa Taguig. So nauwi ako ng Parañaque because that is where my father's base po. So balikan, mabigat ang biyahe. biyahe every day talaga, sobrang consuming, lalo na yung C5 dyan sa Taguig, ay grabe talaga yung traffic. So nag-start po ako in I think that was around 14K lang ata yun per month. Yun lang po yung package ko that time. So and so on, yun po hanggang sa nagtuloy-tuloy na po ako sa iba't ibang BPO for about 6 years. Iba't ibang accounts or company na rin po yung nahawakan ko sa BPO. And yun po talaga yung maraming na ituro sa akin in terms of communication skills, how to, talk to especially foreigners, kasi hindi naman sila like us na yung medyo formal kasi tayo pag hindi natin kilala pa yung tao at first. Sila kasi casual. So yun po yung pinaka-journey ko way back nung sa corporate and yun nga sa ibang job na napasukan ko.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. Wag muna natin pag-usapan yung freelancer mo ngayon. I still have more questions about your life prior to being a freelancer. So for those who are listening to us na no idea kung ano yung BPO, what is a BPO? What kind of company is it? And ano naman ang work ng isang nagwo-work sa BPO? What sort of jobs are there in the BPO?
BPO po kasi is business process outsource, the term itself. Mostly mga big guys na mga from out of the country, US, UK, Australia. So it depends po. So basically ina-outsource nila, pinapagawa nila here sa Philippines yung mga customer service, technical support, email support. So yun po yung pinaka ng BPO eh. So meron pong mga so what they call call center agent basically. Nagko-calls po, nag-a-assist ng mga foreign people, mga US or UK, sa mga services, sa mga company. So, iba-iba po.
Mm. Wow. So 6 years ka na nasa BPO, and then you mentioned to me prior to us going on the show that you started being a freelancer just last year when the pandemic started. Was it a decision on your part?
Yes.
What is your personal decision na, okay, pandemic, ayoko nang mag-commute? Or was it because maraming na-lay off sa jobs nila? That's why they had to find another job. Ano yung situation mo that led you to change from your BPO job to being a freelancer?
Um, well, I think actually, to be honest po, and for transparency, it's the earnings eh. It's the earnings po talaga. You will not earn siguro the same way you're earning as a freelancer. Kasi nga freelancer ka, you can take any projects you want as long as you can manage.
Mhm.
So basically, it's just different sources of income.
Okay.
And for me, my goal is to have our own house for the family. Then, siguro I just decided po because it's way easy. Way easy na makipag-communicate in terms of corporate jobs na maraming politics, maraming rules and regulations, and maraming issues. So, yun, iba't ibang tao yung pakikisamahan mo from then and now kasi sa iba-ibang teams ka na pupunta sa BPO. So, pero it's really a decision because of the goals po, because
Okay.
of yung goal ko na magbahay, yun po talaga.
Okay. So, I'm thinking na siguro sa pasimula, like in your experience, to become a worker or an employee of a BPO company, you don't necessarily have to have a 4-year degree. Like in your case, you said you've taken some courses, you didn't probably finish it, but you were given some personal practical experiences prior to joining the BPO. So, nagamit mo yon. I feel from your story na nagamit mo siya to land that career. So, basically, you said it's all about the communication skills, na matitrain ka naman on what to say, what to do. You have sales experience. So, that helped you a lot. Pero now that you went to freelancing, ano na ngayon yung freelancing jobs na ginagawa mo? What are you doing right now as a freelancer?
Actually po yung freelancing is sobrang ibang-iba pala sa BPO. Ngayon po, I am a real estate virtual assistant. So, mga hinihelp ko po is mga nag-real estate in US. So, VA po nila ako. I do research. I do email management. Calls sometimes. Yun po yung mga ginagawa ko, some of the tasks. And then, helping with file as mga files management ng mga business owners, mga pag-organize ng mga businesses, documents, mga ganun po. So, yeah, that's what I do po for now.
Mm-hmm. So, when you say freelancer, automatic ba yon? Is it a virtual assistant straight away? Or can you be a virtual assistant? Can you be a freelancer but not necessarily a virtual assistant? Meron man difference yung dalawang yon?
Yes po. Kasi pag freelancer, I think, may iba't ibang field po siya. Like, merong sa graphics, sa design, sa programming, sa mga computer software, website creation, mga ganun-ganun po. So, it's really different. may iba't ibang field po marami. Merong social media management, merong mga um, ano naman sila po, naggagawa lang sila ng mga one-time project, na yun nga po, mga website, logo design. So it depends kung ano talaga yung niche mo or yung specialty mo.
Yeah, that's right. But
yes,
in your case right now, you're not doing customer service. You're actually doing a lot of the office stuff for a real estate company. Is that correct? Yun bang nature?
Yes po, yes.
So in that case, how do you handle the files and how do you handle the documents? Wala naman kayong physical exchange ng paperwork to file or exchange of paperwork to handle. How do you do your office work virtually? Can you describe that to us para ma-imagine naman namin?
Well, ano po, through, pag ganun po is, online po lahat, basically online. So, Google is your best friend, sabi nga nila. So, Google po kasi has their, they've made their, systems like Microsoft. So, meron din silang, sariling sheet, or the spreadsheet ng Microsoft, documents, presentation, or PowerPoint. So, they have a counterpart sa mga produkto ni Microsoft. And for Google po kasi, they are cloud-based. So, hindi mo sila kailangan nakastore completely sa computer. They can be accessed through the internet. So, that's how we share files po with my clients. Kung ano yung papagawa nila. So, I send it, or I make a Google Drive na tinatawag, parang your USB na cloud-based siya.
Yeah.
Then, yun po, the clients can access it, or there's another way around, which is Microsoft Office, Excel, documents, PowerPoint, then through email. Basically po, through email. We send through email yung mga documents.
Okay. So, one other question I want to ask you is, now that you're doing VA work, mas madali ba siya compared sa BPO in terms of your time management? And obviously, you don't have to commute anymore to Taguig. Ano ba yung nakikita mo mga advantages ngayon of doing your work now compared to BPO, including relationship with your boss or your client?
I think the difference po is in terms of workload, sobrang laki ng difference. Kasi sa BPO, you have a manager, you have a team leader, you have a subject matter expert na tinatawag, which you can ask for questions, yung mga questions mo regarding policies ng company. Or ng hinahandle mong issue ng mga customers, ganon. In freelancing po kasi, you don't have that. You don't have a team leader na mag-aayos ng metrics mo, ng mga performance scorecard mo, or subject matter expert na mapagtatanungan mo if may kailangan ka or if may hindi malinaw. You would need to research it by yourself. Yun talaga yung pinaka-crucial na skill ng virtual assistant. You need to have many resources. You need to be resourceful, in short, in terms sa mga ipapagawa sa'yo. In terms of workload po, I think the difference kasi is call center po. Mostly calls ang ginagawa ko. Pero now kasi, mostly non-voice po. I do, yun nga po, yung mga research. And yeah, dahil din po yun sa pag-commute, naalala ko na when I gave birth po kasi for my daughter, nag-transfer po kami here sa Cavite. So I was going to work sa Taguig, and imagine the biyahe is
Yes,
sobrang tagal po. As in, yeah, nakakalagpas na po ako minsan ng bahay namin kasi sobrang antok na antok ka na eh. Kasi kulang na kulang yung oras mo pag umuwi
uh,
ka. Hindi ka naman pwedeng matulog ng 8 hours kasi kailangan mo gumising na maaga.
that's right.
Babiyahe ka
Yeah,
pa, layo-layo ng
exactly.
work mo.
Yeah.
So, nakakatulog po ako sa biyahe. Lagi po ako lumalagpas sa bahay namin.
Mhm.
So, ayun po. Yun po yung mga talagang naisip ko this time. Sabi ko, ayoko nang bumiyahe. Ayoko na ng politics sa office.
That's
Ayoko na.
right. That's right. So are you saying you are more in control of your time now, and you can do effective time management being a mom and doing your house chores and doing the work that is required? Kasi US and Philippines, ang timetable niyan. So you have to be awake when during their office hours. So how do you do your time management? Give us a little bit of an insight on that.
Well, may clients po kasi akong flexible yung time, meaning they allow you to work whenever you want, as long as you finish the task. So, pag ganun po is na be-break in ko yung task ko into 3 parts, for example, and then I can do some cooking pag kailangan, if needed po ko nung anak ko, if my daughter needs me, Mommy, I want this, Mama, na-attend mo na siya kasi basically, pwede ka yun nga, pwede mo hati-hatiin yung task mo in a specific time para ayun nga po, nakakapag-juggle between being a mom, and sa pag-work.
Yeah. So I think that's the one of the best benefits of working from home is that yung flexibility, your clients understand that. In terms of the challenges naman in your role as a virtual assistant, ano yung mga parang struggles mo, challenges mo, or mga things na nininibago ka pa rin, or things na hindi mo pa rin talaga gamay na gamay that you think others may be aware of as well?
I think yung sa mga in terms po ng learning, kasi may mga bagay na hindi mo pa na-encounter before. So, I think yun lang yung pinaka-biggest challenge, which is can be done, can still be done. You just need to be resourceful, do your own research lang.
So the other thing that I know, and the reason why I got connected with you, is that you're also part of a Facebook group. So the Facebook group is a group of freelancers and virtual assistants then. Are you an admin or are you an active member of the group? What is your role in that Facebook group for aspiring VAs?
Yes po, it's the group po is Virtual Assistant Training Philippines. It's a group created by Eden De La Cruz, which also provides help to aspiring VAs. I'm an active member po. I also answer questions ng mga ka-aspiring VAs if there's any, and yun know po, inspiring them to become one. Sharing tips if as much as possible po to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah.
And yun po. And
so may time ka pa
kasi po
may time ka pa mag-Facebook.
Yun nga po.
May time ka pa mag-Facebook.
Yes po.
Kasi
yes,
you also
syempre naman
need that
po.
outlet. Yeah. So so based on your experience in that Facebook group, do you think that there will be more aspiring VAs, like more people will be interested or intrigued to know what it's all about and potentially apply for the jobs, or feeling mo lang this is just a phase kasi nga COVID? Do you think this will stay longer or it's just like a shiny new object?
For me po, I think it's all up to you if you would like to stay in this industry for long term. It's all about um, sacrifice, perseverance, and I think this industry would last very long because everything can be done online digitally, so it would really be a parang before po nung nagsisimula ang BPO na hindi maakalain na mag-grow siya into a large part of the economy. And for freelancing, same po, sobrang marami siyang opportunities for everyone.
So if there's a newbie listening or watching to us, or somebody who is curious about what BA is, ano yung mga magbibigay mo na tips or advice sa kanila? Ano bang mga dapat meron sila para makapagsimula sila, at anong gagawin nila kung wala silang alam but they want to be in this industry?
First is I would advise po to have the courage. Kailangan meron ka talaga niyan eh. And yung will na gustong-gusto mo talaga, yung motivation, because no one else will motivate you but yourself. And lakas ng loob. And lastly, yung tiwala mo sa sarili mo. Kasi walang maniniwala sa'yo kung hindi ka naniniwala sa sarili mo. Yun
Parang
po
ang
talaga
bigat
yung
ng hugat mo na. Ang bigat ng hugat mo.
crucial.
So, ibig sabihin
Well,
na,
I think po kasi even though you don't have experience, as long as you believe that you can do it, you can learn it, anything is impossible.
And what about the clients? How does a newbie attract a client? How do you promote yourself, and how do the clients know that you can do the job? Paano bang sistema niyan? Meron ka bang agent na nagbibigay sa'yo ng client, or you actively look for your clients? How is a newbie going to navigate that?
In terms po kasi for finding clients, we have many platforms po. We have online jobs.ph, which is a very helpful website for online workers. Para po siyang job street ng on the counterpart. The difference is that yung client yung nag-hire sa'yo, not yung company.
Okay. And then, what's your tip naman on how to keep your clients happy?
For me po is quality nung work. Just make sure you're giving your best. Usually, yung mga clients, mababait po sila eh. They don't really expect a lot, especially if newbie. Hindi naman sila yung medyo strict. And I was fortunate po to really find a client who is very understanding. There are even some clients who would be willing to train you themselves. Just listen, be open for feedback, kasi yun ang pinaka-importante. And obviously doon ka matututo sa feedback ng client mo. And yun, just meet i-meet mo lang yung mga ipapromise mo sa client. And I would like po sana to share to everyone the group that you've mentioned po. It is really a big help to me, and sobrang ang laki-laki po ng tulong ni Coach doon, ni Coach.
Marami siguro coaches dun sa VA group na yon. So, I am thinking na you are very happy where you are right now, and am I right in assuming or predicting that you are slowly meeting your financial goals compared to when you were working in the BPO industry?
Big yes po.
Yeah, so that means your clients should be medyo long-standing clients, hindi yung one-time client lang. Kailangan medyo continuous yung job mo. And can you take more than one client now in your current situation? Are you still open to taking more, if ever?
Yes po. Actually po, right now, I'm very, very blessed. In terms of financial, I think nandun na rin po ako sa pangarap ko. Actually, medyo mababa ang halap po yung pangarap ko eh. As long as hindi lang kami gipitin. Usually before, pag corporate ka is hahantay mo lang yung sahod mo, tapos magbabayad ka ulit, tapos uutang ka ulit, tapos aantay mo ulit yung sahod mo, babayad ka ulit. So it's just a cycle. But now po is I'm very, very thankful na yun nga po, I'm meeting yung required ko or yung goal income ko. And currently po, I have 6 clients na yung iba po is ina-outsource ko, which is tinutulungan ko din po yung ibang mga VAs to start pag mga newbies po.
Okay. So parang kumbaga you are blessed, you are now in a position to help and bless others, which is a good
po.
Which is a good ano ba yan? Parang philosophy in life. That's a good thing to have, which is to share, kasi the more you share, the more you it will come back to you in the positive way. Kaya nabe-bless ka talaga.
Yes,
so
exactly
that is the inspiring thing that I really want our listeners and our viewers to learn from your story. Kaya nga, I don't want to be always the person talking in the show. I want the viewers and the listeners to hear it from you, kasi kayo talaga yung mga experts, kayo yung may experience, kayo nakakaalam kung ano ba talaga ang buhay sa industry ninyo. So I'm also inspired, Chess, considering na this is our first time to really have a conversation and to meet each other. But your story is one that other people can learn from talaga. Na marami kang layers of life experience mo na nag-contribute sa mga decisions na ginawa mo, and how you approach your work, which is to be as professional as you can. So lahat ng mga na-mention mo kanina sa akin, those are characteristics of a professional person. Hindi yung pera-pera lang to. You just really want to do your job properly, di ba? Kasi you're representing yourself. Sabi mo nga, there's nobody to back you up. No team leader, no...
Yes.
Ikaw lang, you're on your own. So, Chess, any final words before we conclude the Samu't Sari show today for people who are viewing or listening to us? Any final message?
Yun lang po siguro yung just believe in yourself. Ako po kasi noon, ang tagal din bago ako nakahanap ng work online. So, if it is making you wait, it is worth it. I always believe in that. And I always pray to the Lord. Talaga pong consistently I ask Him na bigyan niya po ako ng client. And there are talagang umiiyak po ako sa kanya. I think that's the most remembrance ko sa paghahanap ng work online. And yun po, just believe in yourself, kasi wala talagang ibang maniniwala sa iyo kundi sarili mo. And you have to do your own sacrifices as well.
Of course.
Instead of Netflix, you do your own study. It would be a big help. It would be all worth it po.
Yeah. So Chess, alam ko 6 na ang clients mo, baka kulang na ang 24 hours sa'yo. But if people want to get in touch with you for like maybe tips, or maybe if a client can ask you to refer them to other VAs, how do people get in touch with you?
Facebook po. I'm Chess Sanchez po sa Facebook. You can message me po, sure, anytime. As long as hindi po hawak ng anak ko yung cellphone ko, makakasagot po ako agad.
Okay.
Kasi po yung daughter ko is malaro na po siya. So, minsan matagal po ako mag-reply. So, feel free po to if you have any questions. And don't forget po to join our group, yung Virtual Assistant Training Philippines. We provide opportunities po. We also have courses po. We also have a course there, a free course that would help you start your career.
Okay. Very good. So thank you, Chess, very much for all your inputs today. So I'm going to end the show now. Thank you, Chess. And for those who are listening to us or viewing us today, if you have somebody you want us to feature in the show, please let me know. Or if you have any other topics you want to feature in the show, please let me know. Reach out to me via email, mimi@dinosocial.com. And a reminder that Samu't Sari is a member of the Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate, so you can reach out to the Guerrilla Podcast Syndicate using their website or their Facebook page as well. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you again, Chess, and thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed Chess's story.
Thank you po for having me.
Thank you so much, and we'll hope to see you soon in another edition of Samu't Sari Conversations. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you find value in this episode, make sure you like and subscribe to be notified of new releases. If you have any questions or suggestions, please reach out to Guerrilla Podcast or send us an email at mimi@dinosocial.com. Spread the word and don't forget to tune in next time.